Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christine and this is It's Just Christine. For today's video, I'm going to be planning for the week of September 16 to the 22nd, and I'm using this beautiful kit from Dash of Sun Designs. So this week is actually the first week of fall. Fall, I believe, lands on September 21st, and I thought this kit goes very well with this week. I feel like this kit is like the epitome of fall, and this is the reason why I chose this for this specific week. So here are her full boxes. So this is in rose gold foil. On the quote here it says, the gentle crush of autumn leaves underfoot is music to the soul. Actually, I really love stepping on like dry leaves. I don't know, there's just something so very satisfying when you listen to like the crunch. So anyways, like I said, here are the full boxes, and then we also have some full boxes, sorry, not full boxes, the functional boxes, and then we have the bottom washi and date covers here on the side. I also chose the add-on decos and boxes, and then the florals, and also the alcohol ink swatches. There's also going to be a bunch of fall foils that I'm going to be using from different shops. There's some from the Pretty Pink Co. So there's like a bunch here. There's also a bunch from Sadie Stickers, and yeah, that's basically it. So if you guys are interested in this, please stay tuned. Okay, so for this plan with me, I had a hard time. It's not the kit's fault. Chelsea's kit is always amazing. It's just I've been experimenting on a lot of ways to kind of do your spread. If you guys have seen my previous plan with me's, I never stick to one kind of spread. So for this one, I wanted to try something totally different, and I was like, okay, maybe I could just use, instead of using two different sidebars to put it in one end to the other end, I was like, why don't I just combine it? So I was like, I combined it and everything, and then I was at a loss for how I should use it. So I used that Paper Trail Plans, the solid line, to kind of keep the decoration in that little area. But I felt like, okay, I could either go really crazy with the decoration, or I can tone it down. And I feel like I toned down the decoration, but at the same time, I went a little bit overboard with the rest of the spread. So for myself, I feel like the decorative part of the spread, which is the first two columns, is very subdued, and then the last few columns, which is where my plan with me is, it's all over the place. Well, not all over the place, but it's like overly decorated. But like I said, that is totally my fault. It's not the kids' fault. Nevertheless, I really had fun decorating this, well, doing the plan with me for this kit, and sorry, for this week. And I tried to pull in as many fall items as I could from my stash, because fall is nearing the end already. Like, I don't even remember what this week was, but I believe it's like September. Is it September or October? Sorry, I'm currently planning for in October right now. So yeah, so this is currently the week of September 16 to the 22nd. So we don't get that much fall. So I wanted to incorporate as much of my fall foils as much as I could. And this deco sampler from the Pretty Pink Co. was something I know I wanted to pull up in this plan with me, because I wanted to decorate that top part where I'm decorating right now with the rough edge washi from the kit. And I think that turned out really, really pretty, and I really love that part. I think after this is like where things kind of went awry. If you guys ever see me do my bottom washi first, it's most likely because I'm trying to think of how I'm going to decorate the layout of the like the base layout of the spread. Yeah, I decided to kind of highlight this 2 full boxes because I really actually like this. Like, I don't have kids of my own, and growing up I never really jumped in a pile of leaves because I lived in downtown. If you ever find piles of leaves in downtown Toronto, I suggest you guys not even go near that pile of leaves. It's just not very hygienic and not very clean. So I would not suggest you or your kids to jump in it. But I thought that it was really, really pretty, and it's really cute. And it's very different from the other kits that I'm using. So I just wanted to kind of highlight those 2 full boxes. And then I used that girl from the Pretty Pink Co. kind of like walking towards the kids, if that makes sense. That was me thinking and having thoughts of like how I'm going to do this. But yeah, I mean, I think it turned out really pretty. I like it, and I'm having less issue using these liners. And yeah, I think this turned out really, really pretty. I do kind of, but you'll see the finish goal, or like the finish part of this area, and I feel like it's very minimal. Minimal is not always bad. It's good if the rest of it wasn't minimal. Wait, if the rest of it was just as minimal. That's what I'm trying to say. I do try to incorporate that bike, but I just thought the bike was way too small for me to add it into the spread. Kat did mention that the sizes doesn't really matter when it's put on the spread, because you know it just looks pretty just as is. But I don't know, that the bike did not work. And oh, I did kind of like, so those, if you guys see on the foiled section of the foil decos, those little tiny leaves on the left side right beside that pumpkin, they're all individually cut. So I had to painstakingly lift them up with my tweezers and place them on my spread one by one. So I'd like to thank the Pretty Pink Co. for that. Not only did it mess up my wrist because my hands started cramping, but it also messed up with my eyes. But it still turned out pretty. I'm just playing. Everything just looks really, really pretty. Okay, so sorry for the interruption. My mom just called me, so I had to pick it up. Where was I? So I do put, like I said, I put in these little tiny leaves. Yeah, one at a time. I did that because I thought it looked really, really pretty. So I was like, okay, I might as well use it, because if I don't use it in this spread, I'm never gonna use it in another spread. Like, it's not gonna make sense. So this is where I was a little bit conflicted. Do you see that first tree and like the left tree and the right tree, and there's space right there in the middle? I did not know for the life of me. Like, I don't know what to put there. So I was just like, okay, do I put a pumpkin? Do I put a cloud? Like, what am I gonna put there? So in the end, I just put this quote that was part of this freebie from the Pretty Pink Co., where it says, autumn leaves, pumpkin please, I think. Yeah, autumn leaves and pumpkin please. And I was like, okay, that's as far as I'm gonna go. And I didn't want to keep on going, because if I did, I feel like I'm going to overdo it and then it's just gonna look ugly. So this way, at least it's minimal and I like how it looks. And then I just put a little bit more kind of like decos in the full boxes. I added these birds from the Pretty Pink Co. deco sampler sheet. And I also added that 3 pumpkins in the full boxes, because I kind of want this to be a little bit more pumpkin heavy because of that quote. And then I go in and put all these this alcohol ink swatches, because like I said, guys, this is like my new addiction. So when I say that when I say it's my new addiction, it means like I try to buy as much of these things as I could. So I actually have a lot of Dash of Sun's alcohol ink swatches, because I am a fan of her alcohol ink swatches. I feel like her alcohol ink swatches looks amazing. It looks very kind of 3D-ish. So that's, and it's like, it has a lot of dimension. So that's the reason why I really, really love her alcohol ink swatches. She recently released one for one of her kit that has gingham patterns. And there's another one, I don't remember what it was, but like her alcohol ink swatches had patterns in them. And they're the most gorgeous thing ever. Like, when she released them with her Christmas kit, Kat from Famarina Planning, she actually messaged me and she showed it to me, and I was like, oh my gosh, that looks amazing. And it's really, really pretty, and I can't wait to get it, and I can't wait to use it. If I can show you guys the one that I have that has the plaid pattern, really, really pretty. But I am going out of topic here. So this is, this script is from the Pretty Pink Co. I have a bunch of her large, what do you call those? Monthlies in silver, gold, and, what's that? And rose gold. I'm literally currently using it. But, so I've only have one sheet for each foil. So I need to be hyper aware of like which ones I've used and which ones I currently have, because if I end up trying to decorate it thinking that I still have the large one but don't have, then it just look really, really funny. Here I just use more of the foil decos from the Pretty Pink Co. And I just decorate as much of like, you know, the pumpkins that as I can. So this one is another one that I kind of regretted adding here, because the other pumpkins that she uses, they look more like squashes, like gourds, and That one is more, the one that says Hello Fall is a little bit more cartoonish. So I was like, why did I even bother putting it there? But when I was looking at it, I'm like, I can't do anything about it, since the thing right underneath it is a, it's not paper, it's like whiteout. So I'm afraid that if I pull it out, it is not going to be very forgiving. And then the whiteout's gonna get stuck on the sticky part of the sticker, and then I won't be able to use it. So then it's very, yeah. My thought process though, when I put it there, is because the 21st is the first day of fall. So it's like, oh, I might as well just put it up there instead of putting it on the spread, because I might not have enough space once I put all my my boxes in, like my functional boxes. So that was my thought process. But then when I look at it as a whole, it was just kind of an eyesore for me, to be honest, and I really do regret putting it there. Here I have a little bit of difficulty kind of putting in the alcohol ink swatches in the spread, because I can never decide where I should put my alcohol ink swatches. It's like, I feel like I'm doing, like, sometimes I feel like I'm doing it nicely, and then sometimes I feel like I'm not doing such a great job at it. So it's kind of like this middle, like I need to find this balance of how to use them. But we'll see. I like, look at that red one. It just looks a little bit too much bigger there. But once these alcohol ink swatches has been laid down, they have to stay down, because it's so hard to take them out. And then when I hear the ripping paper, oh my gosh, it's like cringe. I get anxiety whenever I hear that that ripping sound. And then here I just decorate more of my spread. I don't really have anything else to kind of talk about, because I basically put everything as is, and I think I'm just going really slow. I feel like every single time I plan, I'm just going slower and slower and slower. And yeah, but we're gonna be doing my day by day. And I really love this page of the Dash of Sun, where she has like the decos and some boxes in it, because the boxes that she includes in this page is a little bit more free-flowing. It's like freestyle. It's not like the standard square box or rectangular box. So I really like the arched one that she has there. Okay, so I should actually be talking about my day by day now. So on Monday is always my late day. So I did sleep in on this day because I didn't have to wake up early. I start work at 11, so I wake up at 10-ish or sometimes before that, and I just lay in bed and I don't get up until I have to go to work or have to get ready to get to work. And it doesn't take me that long to get to get ready for work either. But before that, as usual, I went to Tim Hortons, and then after Tim Hortons, I went to work. Work, as always, is fairly busy. Mondays is always kind of like a busy day for us, because I feel like any place that is closed on the weekend, Mondays will always be a busy day. And then for Monday, as usual, I was done late. So technically I put Monday and Tuesday in one column, because it's just those days that I really don't do much, and really nothing big happens on those days. On the 17th, which is the Tuesday, it was really weird because going to work was really traffic. And on a good day, from my house to my work, it's like 20 minutes. For this day, it took me 30 minutes to get to work. And I hate being late. I hate it because it throws my whole day off. But I was late on that day. I was like, I think 5 minutes late. And to be honest, even if I was a minute late or like 2 minutes late, it still throws off my whole day. I usually get to work like 15 minutes early, 10 minutes early, just so that I can kind of like prep myself up and do the things that I need to do before I start working. So on that day, it was just like, I don't know what it was. I think there was an accident or construction or something, but it was not a fun day. One of my coworker was actually off on this day, so it was even more of a kerfuffle because I had to send her home. She was like at death's door, literally. So I had to send her off, and I told her I'll take care of her stuff. So I was actually done late on this day. And I had to, at the end of the day, I had to contact our internet provider, and I hate talking to internet providers. Any providers, internet providers, cell phone providers, TV providers, you name it. I hate talking to them. I feel like I'm not as eloquent when I'm talking to people on the phone or anything, so I have a hard time kind of telling people what needs to be done. So it just frustrates me. But after that, after I talked to them, I just chilled that whole night because that is something that I needed to do for that day, with first at work and then with my internet provider. So that is definitely what my soul needed on that day. On Wednesday, my coworker was off again. She was feeling kind of off the whole entire week, but I had to kind of start a little bit early on that day, and I also was done late on that day. I don't remember if this is the first day that I posted my Insta shorts on YouTube. Sorry, not my Insta shorts on YouTube, my YouTube shorts. And it was quite fun. I usually put like my work planner, like to decorate my work planner in that, in my YouTube shorts, because it doesn't take that long to decorate my planner. So I was like, oh, this is gonna be perfect. I can just do that in 1 minute and it's done. So I did that, and then it was really interesting, and easy. So I was like, wow, that's really pretty cool. And then on Wednesdays, we usually take out the garbage, hence that little raccoon. But I actually placed that raccoon in the wrong place, because we usually take out the garbage at nighttime, because we're not allowed to take our garbage out until like a certain time. So usually we do it at nighttime. So our friendly neighborhood raccoon decided to play with our garbage. So in the morning of Thursday, I had to fix up our friendly raccoon's issue. But that's totally fine. It wasn't as bad as it was on my other neighbors. So our other neighbors, their garbage was like literally everywhere. It was like on the streets, on their driveway. With our garbage, the raccoon didn't really go too crazy. They just kind of like took out some tissue or like paper towels out of the garbage, and that was basically it, which is thank God. So that was my first few hours of waking up. That happened on Thursday morning. And then after that, I got ready for work, and I had to grab my Tim's. So in order for me to wake up, because Thursdays is always my early shift. I wake up at 7, and if I wake up earlier than that, I will be waking up before the sun, and that's not right, to be honest. I know I kid around, but I can't imagine waking up before the sun. And then I went to work, and work was fairly good. Thursdays is always our easy day, quote and unquote. But it was still fairly busy because I had a ton of things that I needed to get done. And then after work, we went to Five Guys because I was feeling very snacky and I wanted a burger. Yeah, my snack is a burger. But so we decided to grab some Five Guys, and then we had a Costco run. And at night, we just kind of like chilled, and my husband was playing on his computer, and then after I planned, I started playing with him as well. So that was basically my Thursday. And then on Friday I slept in because I was actually off on this day, which is thank God. I haven't been off a Friday in quite some time, actually. I think this was my five Fridays in a row that I just worked on, like every single Friday. Yeah, I think this was the one. So I was finally off on that Friday, so I did all the things that I needed to do. One was sleep in, which is it's not really something I needed to do, but my body needed it. So I slept in, and my 2 dogs had a grooming appointment like around 12:30. My small dog needs a haircut, and the other big dog, he only needs a wash, and we usually try to do those 2 things before winter because one, my small dog cannot go hairless during winter. She's gonna like freeze to death. And then my other big dog, it's just summer tends to like make him very scruffy looking. He's a white dog, but sometimes during the summertime you can't tell that he's a white dog. So they definitely had to go for their grooming. And then for lunch we had McDonald's. I've been addicted to their like crispy chicken sandwich. I don't know if you guys have that in your McDonald's, because not every McDonald's in every country is the same. So I am not 100% sure if you guys do have that crispy chicken, and it's so good. It's really, really good. My husband thinks it's too dry, which I admit it is kind of dry, but I don't really mind dry crispy chicken if you have a sauce on it. So it usually comes with mayo, so I was fine. And then after that we had to go do groceries, and we had our groceries in like an Asian supermarket. After that we went home. I cooked some udon noodles for dinner and a stir fry so that we can have it for the whole night, and it was just a very chill Friday night. On Saturday I slept in, and then we had to go to a mall that's a little bit farther from our house. It's like about an hour and a half away here, because I had a laser appointment, and that's where I decided to go to for my laser appointment. Yes, an hour and a half away from our house, which I don't know what I was thinking about, but it is what it is. But at that laser, like at that mall, they have my favorite, like my most favorite Greek restaurant. So it's a win-win situation. After my laser, we just had lunch at that Greek restaurant. And then we went to an IKEA that was close by to that mall as well. And we found this cabinet that I've been looking for like years to put in our dining room. But we still decided not to buy it just now because we're going on vacation. So we need to have as many income as we could. And then after that, we just headed back home again. And I filmed on this day. So it took practically the whole night because filming just takes me forever now because of all the random things that I need to put on my planner. On Sunday I slept in. When I say I slept in, it was like 10 o'clock in the morning. Church was at 11, so I had to get up and get ready for church. After that, we went to have lunch at this bao place. It's called Bao Mama, and it's really good. And then we didn't really do that much. I know that I tidied up our pantry and our computer room, which is where I am right now. And that took up majority of my afternoon. Like tidying up the pantry, you would think that it wouldn't take that long, but like I kid you not, like it took me forever to like finish tidying up the pantry room. And then I had to like throw out some spoiled stuff there, or like expired things. It's not that it's spoiled, it was expired, so I just had to do that. And then we had to clean the computer room, which took up, it didn't take that long. The computer room was just like to vacuum things, dust things. I cleaned up my table, which now looks like a mess again. And then we also cleaned out the front yard because it was starting to look a little bit unlived. The house looked very unlived. So we decided to do that, and then after that we just had dinner, and then I did my edit and voiceover. So while I was doing all that craziness, tidying up the pantry, cleaning the computer room, cleaning the front yard, I was also doing the laundry. So laundry is one of those things that you kind of can do in between everything else, because you just put all your clothes in and turn on the washing machine. Yeah, so that was basically my whole entire week of the 16th and the 22nd. And I still have like, I don't know, like 10 minutes more of talking that I need to do, and I don't even know what to talk about anymore. So I'm gonna say my bye, play a little bit of music at the end of this video. And thank you so much for watching my videos. I'm actually currently almost like 400 to my subscribers. So I would like to thank everybody for watching my videos, subscribing, and stay, always being there to watch and listen to all my ramblings. So thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you haven't subscribed yet, definitely subscribe, and you can hear even more of my ramblings. But yeah, bye.